We were not, but now we're good. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. Cat's straight going crazy behind me. He's excited too. Well, welcome back, everybody. Let me make sure everything's working properly. We love a good bonk. We love a good bonk. But welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. We're back again for another week. And we got to start it off with the Goofs and Gaffs. I think starting off Mondays with the Goofs and Gaffs, for a while I was doing them on Fridays, but you know, you need a little bit of levity to start the week. You know, you need that hard-hitting news at the end of the week for when you go into your weekend so that you feel distressed, you know. But yeah, so we're here, we're happy, we're ready to go. And we have some Instagram posts, some Reddit posts, and a few videos to look at. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing we have... Sorry, let me just make it sure. It's all good. Sorry. The first thing we have is this... I don't know... I really don't know if this is real. I just thought this was really funny, and I didn't care to look into it anymore. This was a post from Bro Bible. And it says, Sopranos star Michael Imperioli, it's Christopher from Sopranos. He put Adam Sandler's leech Bob Schneider. He said Rob Schneider, same stuff. I'm a little tired today, but we're okay. I need to take it one word at a time. Sopranos star Michael Imperioli put Adam Sandler's leech Rob Schneider in a body bag over his call to reinstate the draft. Rob Schneider said, "We must once again recommit ourselves to one nation under God, indivisible. Therefore, we must restore the military draft for our nation's young. People each..." I think this is maybe supposed to be there's supposed to be a space here for sure, but I don't know. For our nation's young people. Each and every American at 18 years of age should serve 2 years of military service. And that was Rob Schneider on X. And Michael Imperioli responded. Imperioli? I don't remember how to say it. Is it Imperioli? I'm probably saying it wrong. Yeah, I think it's Imperioli, whatever. Same thing. But Michael Imperioli said, "I've got a better idea. Let's just send Rob to Iran to perform his comedy. They will surrender immediately and unconditionally." Another Christopher W. What a goon. Nah, yeah, but he got hit by a real goon. A real goon came for him. Rob is a real leech and a real loser. And here, did they... Norm Macdonald made fun of Rob Schneider on Conan? I don't remember that. I'm sorry, I'm reading through this Bro Bible caption. Imperioli's shot at Schneider is reminiscent of when the late, great Norm Macdonald absolutely cooked him while appearing on Conan. The conflict between the U.S. and Iran... okay, yeah, and then it's just getting into actual details. Now, I don't think I could show the video because it's Conan, but... Harley Morenstein is here. I'm no Harley Morenstein. I love when he says that. Norm just picked a random name off the list he was given and just went, "I'm no Harley Morenstein." I just want to know what the quote is. Here, I'm going to listen to it myself. Sorry. Okay, so this is from one of the Adam Sandler movies they did together. So it was more just a light ribbing. Yeah, this is from one of the Adam Sandler movies they all did together. So it's more some light ribbing than anything. It sounded like Imperioli was really going for the throat a little bit. that has become far and away my favorite soundbite. It gets me 100% every time without fail. Harley Morenstein. You just can't beat Norm's inflection. And that's why I hate Mark Norman even more. This is is this what their podcast is called? Altruistic Righteousness. I need to give it a follow because I didn't realize that's what the name was. Yes, the podcast Altruistic Righteousness came out with this banger clip. I'll just let it play. So this is a white woman gets called racist, and this is what happened.
Part of me wanted to like tell her, you know how this looks, right? You are crying to a black guy about being called racist. Like, what do you want me to say to that? Like,
you, on behalf of the council, are forgiven.
One second, let me make a call. Barry?
Yes!
Barry, I have a white woman who was accused of racism, but she didn't do anything racist. Can we clear her of her racism charges?
Well... Is this racist?
Yeah.
Really racist? I'm not trying to...
Oh, 100%.
I was trying to do just like
You're
a
doing
funny...
Fat
like,
Albert, nigga. Like, what are you
What do you mean, is this racist?
I'm so
At
serious.
least lean in.
I wasn't trying to do like
It's
a
okay.
black guy
Like, it's
voice.
happening.
No,
It's
I'm not trying to do a black guy
Oh
voice.
my
What the
God.
hell?
So fuck were you trying to do?
I was like, okay, maybe it toes the line.
No, it was great. You could have kept going until you said, "Is this racist?"
No,
and
I'm
felt
not.
self-conscious.
Can I say something? I
I'll go
didn't
far in
mind
this
it.
pod.
It's
I'm not
okay.
doing. I was
Fine.
trying to think like, oh, like Southern guy, like where? But I think it's the timbre. Like,
Yeah, it was the timber. Or that's exactly what he says. But no, I just think it's so fun because this is exactly what Harley and Kate were talking about on H3 After Dark, and I think it's so true. Where it's like jokes can be funny. You can be funny making a joke. It's as soon as you start questioning it, as soon as you're the one being like, ha, 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 you just gotta fucking sell it. go through with your chest.
Yeah, the timbre.
I didn't mean-
that
You-
was the
no,
problem.
I'm also
No,
shocked
the
you say-
racism was the timbre.
I'm literally.
I'm not shocked you like I never do a black guy voice on the pod when you're like, yo, what's up? Like, it's your three favorite guys.
That's the intro. That's my intro
His
character.
intro voice. It has
a
nothing to do with
character. It's a
race. It's an aracial intro.
My
voice.
dad. I didn't mean to do it. I swear on my life.
Oscar, what are you talking about? You do a black guy voice every podcast.
But I do it in like a Jack Harlow kind of like it's does he respect it? Like every
Black
pod.
Council is like Barack Obama and like fucking.
When
so,
you
like,
said Barry, were you thinking Barack Obama?
yeah, but
Okay,
like,
that's
whatever.
what I thought too.
Oh, I didn't get it.
I don't know if you'd make it Obama, but okay. I guess who am I to say? I don't get even half a point. But let's keep it going. That was just a great clip. I saw that and I needed to share it because it genuinely had me dying. Yeah, now he's the white girl. That's exactly what happened. No, that's exactly what happened. What do you mean? He's just doing it in a Jack Harlow cool way. It's no big thing. It's not a big deal. They let the white guy go. Yeah, they had to. He got fired from the podcast that day. That's actually what happened. They said, "That's it. You got it. That's done now." It was fun while it lasted. But here, there's a stitch incoming, so don't be scared. Don't be startled.
I don't know what man needs to hear this, but are you really that heartbroken over a woman that wasn't even nice to you?
Somebody give my fucking FBI agent a raise because this is so fucking true.
A lot of things to point out here. The wrinkled shirt, the glasses, the mask, all attempting to hide his identity. The messy hair that is meant to look intentionally unkempt, but it just looks actually ragged. But please do go on. I'm intrigued. And also, I forgot to mention as well, the Mario music subtly playing in the background, adding a layer of ambiance that you might not have noticed. But truly, take it all in.
Basically, every girl I've talked to has had some reason to use me, whether it's because I give her a ride to her job, or it's because she wants me to pay for her Switch with my family plan.
Fucking hate when that happens. I thought you were into me for my dashing good looks, but you just want my Switch family plan. Common occurrence.
But a lot of good guys sort of get taken advantage and manipulated, and people don't really understand that, and they don't really take it into consideration because I don't know, I've had a lot of women lie about me. Basically, I have like a bunch of like false allegations.
Yeah, I forgot. I was starting to think, why did I put this one here? I was like, why did I have this one in the doc to talk about? But I forgot that it just completely switches up halfway, and it's like, what are those allegations? Hold up for a second. Hold up. You can say that they're false, but at least lay out what they are. That way you can like prove in some manner, be like, oh, they're calling me this and that, but none of it's true. They're just making stuff up out of nowhere. Then I'd probably believe you, but you're not even addressing it. I don't know, buddy.
And shit.
Cool glasses, though.
Like, that didn't even fucking happen, but girls just lie about shit and get away with it all the time.
That's, man, it's the worst. First they want your family plan, and then when you don't give it to them, once they can't use their Nintendo Switch, that's when they create false allegations about you. I hate when that happens.
So it doesn't even fucking matter, even if you're a good guy. But if you have a good girl that like doesn't ask you to buy her shit, and she has a job and she treats you right, keep her, bro. Hold on to her. And
if you have a girl that doesn't use your Nintendo family plan and doesn't create false allegations about you, honestly, a low bar, I have to say. He only wants a righteous woman.
treat her like a princess, pretty much. And
yeah, it's always the false allegations. It's also always the guys who are like, you got to treat her like a princess. I treat her like my princess, so that's why I lock her in the room. I lock her away like she's up in the castle. She cannot leave. She was acting uppity. Doesn't she realize who her king is?
yeah, just fucking cherish that shit and
Calm down.
don't let anyone try to
I just noticed, wait.
fucking get in your way.
Okay, never mind. It was just the reflection of his camera. For a second, I thought there was like something on a computer screen he was also looking at, but no. Hey man, keep at it. The false allegations will stop one day, maybe. If they're really false. Now I have a question for everybody. When did Drake ever rap about any of this?
You have people like Drake, who's talking about stabbing people, shooting people, raping women, who performed last year for 3 days.
Is Drake a rapper?
Yeah, he's...
Drake, how could you? After all you went through, Wheelchair Jimmy? Is that his character's name? I was really trying to remember what his character's name from Degrassi was. The Wheelchair Jimmy? I think so. He was even getting shot on that show. He's really out there in those streets. Where is he from? Toronto? He was really in those streets of Toronto.
You see, if I could jump in, you see, my reaction to this controversy about this bloke was, well, that's what they all like. They're all like that, these rappers. They're homophobic, they're misogynistic, often anti-Semitic. They seem to be anti-everything.
Yeah. But you have people like Drake, who's talking about stabbing.
You know what's funny is, I don't know why they used Drake, because I'm sure there's like a ton of UK drill rappers that they could have used alternatively. Like, I don't think Central C necessarily falls into how she categorized it, but at least that would be like a closer, like that would be a lot closer than Drake. Wheelchair James. That's how he got put in the wheelchair. He got shot. He got shot by a school shooter. I think he bullied that kid too. I think that's what the episode was about. And then we got a little song here from Lower Town. So I loved this comment. Shorty hanging with Deadpool. I'm pretty sure it's a prosthetic, so it's okay to laugh at that joke.
My face.
Did this literally just glitch? What the hell just happened? Oh, okay. Instagram. What is wrong with you? I also just realized they're laying on like a floor covered in pennies.
My face.
I think this is literally glitching out. The song is not like that.
My face is now on a $2 bill, holding up the.
Why is this glitching out now? Oh, it's gonna make me so mad. This is actually distressing. Whatever, I guess I'll just let it play after. Just let it do the weird chop. I've never had this issue with Instagram before.
Holding up the big.
Like, see, you can see that there's more of a clip there. That time it played a little bit longer. And now it's just stuck. Can I play this video? Can I There we go. I have to...
Holding up the big thumb. My face is now on a $2 bill, holding up the big thumb. Today,
This video is just completely fucked now. I don't know what happened. I literally don't know what happened here. This is so odd. Instagram is a cursed app, I suppose. But this is from Love. I just thought this clip was so funny the way he edited it. But unexpected road rage during live stream. Now, I was really trying to understand what happened here. Is this all AI? Is everything just AI now?
Happening? Bro, what the f is happening?
Okay, why is this clip playing fine, but whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna forget about it. Whatever. I'm just really mad that other Instagram, that song, was not playing.
Dumbass. Are we gonna get murdered right now? Bro, what's happening? Oh my god, he almost crashed. That is so funny. Oh, he's coming back, he's coming back. Here he comes.
Idiot.
Is he holding? Whoa, look at this dude, he's coming for me.
Idiot.
Look at that guy.
Yay, I got a subscriber.
Fumple, fumple, fumple.
Fumple, fumple, fumple. I gotta think of one. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. Fumple, fumple, fumple. Give me a sec, give me a sec.
What's happening? Bro, what the f is happening? Dumbass. Are we gonna get murdered right now?
It's always a possibility.
Bro,
You can never be too safe.
Oh my god, he almost crashed. That is so funny. Oh, he's coming back, he's coming back. Here he comes.
Idiot.
Is he holding? Whoa, look at this dude, he's coming for me.
Idiot.
Look at that guy. What?
I can't believe he threw a brick through the back of his rear view. That's so... Through the back windshield. Wow. How sad. Threw a Molotov cocktail into his car. Okay, I'm gonna get this poll up. I'm thinking it up right now, but I need to get through here. We'll watch this first, and then I'll get to the am I overreacting thing. I guess we'll do the poll for am I overreacting. Let's do that, actually. Are they overreacting? Yes, no. Yes, no, or underreacting. So we'll get into it right here. So, am I overreacting for refusing to pay my ex back for gym stuff he bought me? Just already, no. But I guess it depends on how you respond, right? But it was 851 plus 15 joining fee for gym, and then 1,790 and 80 for the clothes. And just a question mark. Before you try blocking me again, the block should have happened as soon as this came through. As soon as this came through as a text, blocked immediately. All of this useless back and forth. If you broke up, cut the ties. Let him try and take you to small claims court or something. I don't know. Before you try blocking me, this is the amount you owe me for your weight loss, the clothes, the gym membership, and the equipment I got you. Before you block me again, blocked, exactly, right then and there. I wouldn't have even put the question mark. You would have been blocked from here. What are you talking about? Then name, I motivated you to lose the weight and invested that money into the future of us. I am simply asking for that investment back. You used the money to get in shape and have now walked away. I broke up with you because you cheated on me. Just amazing. Trying to make some type of... Also, it's just so funny to be like, don't you get it? I was trying to make you skinny. It was gross, and I helped you out. Like, that's basically what he's saying. And he's like, don't you get it? I was thinking about our future, what I wanted to look at, right? I want my money back now. I didn't care about you becoming a healthier person, becoming a better person, but better for yourself, better... None of that matters to me. All that matters is I'm not getting my return. I need my return on my investment or my investment back. Sorry, bro. You're just at a loss here. You got to just eat the loss. This was a bad, a bad investment play. You should have tried stocks, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it just keeps getting worse. Yeah, I broke up with you because you cheated on me. Let me continue, because there's a few more pages here. They continue. Investment? You told me they were gifts. No. You can't just decide a gift is a loan because you're upset. It's over 2000. I drove you to the gym when you were unmotivated and pushed you every day to be better just for you to now leave. Pretty convenient if you ask me. It's pretty convenient, bro. You cheated. What are you talking about? So here, I'm going to put the poll up now. I think we already can get a gist of this, but I'm going to continue reading through it. Are they overreacting? Yes, no, underreacting. I'd say they're underreacting. I've got to be honest. They cheated on you. This seems kind of... yeah, bad investment. Should have done Coinbase. But have you tried Polymarket? Have you looked at Polymarket? Mm-hmm. But yes, if you were still here, it wouldn't be a problem. You used me to get this version of yourself, then fucked off. You cheated on them. I just can't get over that part. Just entirely ignoring that statement and just being like, well, I expect the money in my account by the end of this week, or I will take you to small claims court. I have the bank statements. And then this is the proper reaction, I think. Court, laughing emoji, laughing, crying emoji. There's no signed agreement of me owing you anything. And I have multiple texts of you telling me to literally accept the gift because I was hesitant to at first. You have no leg to stand on. Move on. This is not overreacting at all. The move on is amazing. Yeah, she probably should ask him about potential STIs he exposed her to and other women to. Yeah, definitely get tested. I'd assume that's already been done since they found out they got cheated on. Oh my god, wait, this is his response. Is that what law school taught you? I have to assume that this is probably fake. It's just so weird to think. You have to assume everything on Reddit's fake, but to think someone really took the time to create a fake text chain like this is even crazier. This is so funny though. Is that what law school taught you? This is what I get. A little gratitude would have gone a long way. Instead, you leave me because you feel attractive enough to get attention from other men. You gave them to me as a gift. Gifts are not returnable. I won't be paying you for it. We are done here. I don't think I need to read all this. I think we got the gist of it. This person is winning at life. Hey. I mean, like... Because honestly, yeah, if you outlined it as a gift, that's one thing. You could have outlined it, like, to be like, oh, I'm paying for this now. Like it could be pretty clear, even if you're in a relationship, to be like, hey, I'm paying for this in full now, but I'm kind of hoping that we can kind of, you know, pay it back in some way, maybe put some money into a savings so that way I can get this thing I want, or just so I can have a little bit of money back in a savings account, or yada, yada, yada. You could kind of do that in your relationship as well. But if you are specifically outlining it as like a gift, especially when they said that, just tells me even more what I was saying, that this person was totally just this person's a dickhead. They are a dickhead. They were like, my girlfriend's too fat, my partner's too fat, I want them to be skinny. Got them this gym equipment, basically pushed it on them because they didn't feel comfortable taking it at first. They said that they were hesitant about receiving it, so they pressured them into it, being like, no, it's a gift, just take it, it's fine. And then just proceeded to cheat on them anyways, even though they said down here, and this is probably the only relevant part we need to see, they lost over 100 pounds. So I don't know. It was like, it just all around, this person seems like an absolute ass. Definitely underreacting. People need better vetting processes for friends and more. I mean, I just think in general, it's like, hold everybody accountable. It doesn't matter if they're your friends, if they're your family. And if people act super like abrasive and like, because you don't need to be abrasive in calling somebody out. You can just be like, hey, you're doing this thing. And then if all of a sudden they become defensive and try and like snap back, then you know it's like just a pointless endeavor, and you could probably just cut your losses. But yeah, I don't know. You kind of need to start from there. I think when you start from there about like being open, being respectful, and being understanding, if that's like your baseline where you start any relationship, you can kind of go just up from there, and it's hard to like break through that as your bottom line. But yeah, I'd say underreacting here. But I guess we'll end this poll. 12 votes in. Get your last minute votes in, all the people that are in chat. We only have 12 votes. I'm looking worse than iDubbbz. No! 46% said underreacting, and then it's split, or 50% said, oh, just you guys are taking your votes away? I can't tell what's happening. Oh, a couple more votes going in. 46% said underreacting, 31% said no, and 23% said yes. So this person is underreacting. They got cheated on. I think I have to agree with that. Even before knowing that they got cheated on, like, when you buy something as part of a relationship, like, you are buying it for each other. You can just keep the equipment, right, and sell it. I guess the gym fee. I guess they didn't buy gym equipment. This is all the time. Is that really what he's trying to do? I guess I didn't think about this. I thought it was buying the gym equipment, but now I'm even more realizing that it's, and also keeping the tally of all of this. Yeah, this guy's just a real piece of shit. Am I overreacting? How? Yeah, overreacting how? I think people in general, it's like they don't, like, I don't know. That's what makes me think this is almost fake, because it's too like, this person's insane. But I'm realizing now this is a gym fee. So this is like years and years of gym membership and $15 for joining the gym. And then this is all for clothes over $1,000. So this is all totally like over the course of many, many years. That would not, I do not see this holding up in court at all. Again, unless you outlined it specifically that, hey, I'm buying you these big things, but I'm just hoping that maybe we can get the money back in savings over time. Like basically saying, hey, you can use me like a credit card, but I'm not going to pay you, I'm not going to charge you interest. Is that a little weird? Yeah, but at least that makes sense and is just like, again, about communication within the relationship. Yeah, what the fuck? It's over, dude. Get over it, literally. Yeah, restraining order is the minimum. I mean, if this guy decides to take it to small claims court, I'd say that's probably next step is just get a restraining order. The first step is just block him and see if you get any letters in the mail or anybody serving you anything. That's kind of what I'd wait for. Yeah, I should write him an itemized invoice of all he owes her. See, that's the thing, is she just seems like she's not as big of a scumbag as him, because it sounds like he's just a real scumbag that literally kept track of all the receipts of every time he bought her clothes or paid for her gym membership. Like, this isn't an easy thing to tally up over the course, like, because again, this has to be over the course of years. Like, I just don't see them being in like a short-term relationship and then paying this much for gym membership and clothes. It doesn't make any sense. And this guy is also kind of dumb. He said it's over 2,000. It's over 2,500. It's even more. Or it's not. Or it's close. Or yeah, it is. It is. I'm dumb. It's over. I don't like doing math. I did too much of it. Over 2,500 though, yes. But yes, that guy's an absolute loser. I think we can all agree on that. We also, for the most part, agree underreacting. A few people say overreacting. I guess maybe you're saying overreacting because it's like, what's the point of reacting at all? Just block them. And you know what? To that, I'll say fair enough. But we're going to end this poll. Only a quick one. It was a quick one to go. Yeah, no one will ever give him money back. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Later. But this is something I saw in live stream fail. And I just thought, honestly, good method. I do think it's just dumb when you see all of these streamers go to parties and try, like, I get it, you try and create a story, you want it to be something, but if I was gonna go do IRL streams, I'd want it to be more like a documentary, like a live streamed documentary where I'm going and seeing interesting things and having interesting discussions with people, not just you're getting a glimpse into my crazy life. Yo, you want to see me do a keg stand right now? Bet you never seen one of those before. You want to see me you want to see two guys argue with each other? Bet you never seen that before. But I do think that this is a good response to these guys, because these guys are throwing some kind of frat party, and you know, frat parties, we all know it's a no-go. So trying to go and stream there anyway, I mean, already a no-go. But D-Lou was kicked out of... I don't know who D-Lou is. This is just something I saw. D-Lou was kicked out of a party by the host for filming. So he did the ultimate Uno reverse and called the police to shut the party down for selling alcohol without a license. And that's the thing. I think they say they're not selling alcohol. But if you're selling entrance to the party and including free alcohol as part of that incentive into the party, I think you probably still get arrested for that. But let's hear him out.
Hey, man.
It's if you guys don't have like a license to record, they can't let you in.
I bet. If y'all don't got a license to sell liquor, I'm shutting it down. Oh God, I'm calling the police. Now I'm getting on right now. Now I'm getting on bullshit. 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 If we don't get in this party, it's getting shut down. I'm doing it. I swear to God. If I don't get in this party, it's
I think he pulled up 911 on his phone.
getting shut down. I tried to be the
Don't accidentally click call. Don't do it.
nice guy. Y'all ain't want to work with me. It's getting shut down.
Listen to me.
I know the sheriff.
Please.
I know the sheriff.
I'm telling you, we're not trying to be the mean guys.
I know the
here.
sheriff. No,
He's being mean
I
to
wanted
me.
to have a good
He's
time.
mean. He's being mean
I
to
wanted to have a.
I just think it's funny because it's the, two sides of the same coin butting heads. And I guess it is, right? A party goer and party host. All degenerates. I've been there. Not to a frat party. I've been to a lot of house parties. Most of them were for shows. See, that's interesting. I've probably only ever been to like house parties when I was in high school. Everything after that were parties at houses, but they were usually like live shows of like bands or rappers and stuff like that. Which I think is at least makes more sense. It's at least something to do.
it's if you guys don't have like a license to record, they can't let you in.
I bet.
There's
If y'all don't
policies-
got a license to sell liquor, I'm shutting it down.
Oh, God, oh, God, I'm calling the police. Oh, God, I'll do it right now.
Now I'm getting on bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my security guard uncle. My dad actually owns the police station. You don't want me to call him up real quick. But yeah, just something I thought was a little funny. Like, yeah, that's all you gotta do. Shut the party down yourself. I think I saw another video of somebody actually getting a party shut down like this. And hey, but I also, again, it's like, I just don't care enough about a frat party to like care that it got shut down. But I also could understand random people at a party not wanting to be recorded. So fair enough.
Hey, man.
Oh, look. They're totally about to kiss. They're in love. It's like, okay, I'll see you later. Just a little pet goodbye. Gotta make sure you kiss the homies goodbye. I got nervous. Got a little too nervous there. Come on, it's okay. Get in there. And now we finally have the full clip of Clav, clavicular, getting confidence mogged by a journalist. I still do not remember this. I'll never know. I'll never know. Look at this. He's mewing.
What that really sent him spiraling? You've obviously shared company with Andrew Tate and other, dare I say, rather controversial figures.
He's just such a tool. Everything about him. And we've seen this full clip.
Why do you spend time with people like that?
All right, have a nice day.
See, it shows you that mewing, mogging, trying to looks-max, it's not worth it because you're not building up your riz. You can look like a 10 but lack charisma. That brings you down to like a 4. Just saying.
Are you trying to, I see you want to make this political. Too bad I didn't have time to look into, anything about potentially, who your wife cheated with, but.
His reaction's so great. Because, yeah, clavicular, he's fumbling. He's, like, stammering, being like, I didn't, so you're trying to get political? I didn't have the time to look up, like, if you, I don't know if your wife's cheating on you. I don't even know how he's going so slow. If I was on the fly, I'd be like, bro, shut the fuck up. Ask me questions about me. I don't give a fuck about Andrew Tate, you loser. That's what I'd say, because I'm cool like that.
Don't try to go down that line of questioning with me, all right?
I mean,
because I'm not doing any political.
I'm not married.
Just
I'm not married. Got him.
But so I was simply only asking because obviously
maybe you got a looks max then. So I could teach you about looks maxing then.
Oh, he's like, I got him. He's not married. Maybe you should looks max. Maybe it's because you're ugly. You ever think about that?
Maybe you could switch that up. But thanks for the time. Appreciate the interview. All right.
See, you got to know the walk-off. He's a kid. He doesn't get it. The walk-off is something to master, something to really perfect. You don't need all of this little build-up, oh, have a nice day, all this and that. Oh, you're saying something I don't like? Take your mic off, do whatever. And then they're like, no, come back. And you just go, stop. It's not worth it. And then you walk, and you keep walking, you continue. You never try and justify or reciprocate. You just nip it in the bud right there. Yeah, He's failing an IRL QuickTime event. He pressed X too quick. He was shaking. I just love the guy's reaction too when he says that.
You know who your wife cheated with, but
it's like, what are you talking about? Because I think that's what he said up to Piers Morgan, right? When he was talking to Piers Morgan, he was like, your wife's fucking cheating on you. No, she's not. just look at him crazy and be like, no, she's not. Well, that's what I heard. From who? You're like 12. What are you talking about? You just saying stuff. Yeah, his cortisol is so easily spiked. He might need to get that checked out. And now we see greatness. You know, I've been showing a lot of stand-up on stream. I've been finding a lot of these Instagram stand-ups. And now we have another. Morgan. Golly Morgan Smalley. Is that actually how you say her name? Is that why she put Golly there so you know how to say it right? Golly Morgan Smalley. Morgan, for those who don't know, did her first stand-up showcase. I actually recorded this myself. I screen recorded it, but someone else posted it on Reddit. So I was like, now I don't need to look like the weirdo. We're good to go. But it was a pretty good set from what I saw. Let's hear her out. Let's go.
I personally am in favor of the lesbocracy because I think they got a lot of gusto, these lesbians. They got a lot of gumption, a lot of moxie. Only a lesbian can cook a meal in the middle of having sex. With sides. There's a thing about these lesbians. They like their sides. So I need to disappoint. I'm not a lesbian. I'm not ready yet. I'm not a lesbian, but I've done a lot of research, okay? I got my whole life to be a lesbian. I'm saving it for later. You know, they say that squirt is not pee. But I think for me it is.
Honestly, great delivery, great jokes. You can tell she's a little nervous with some of it, but the timing's good. And they're pretty solid jokes. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Like I've been saying, it's hard. There's some gold. There's some diamonds, but there is a lot of rough on Instagram. The comedy field, you know, you go to a stand-up, you go to like an open mic night, you'll see 20 people walk up and bomb. But there will be that one gem who gets like 2 laughs from the crowd, but you know that it was funny. I always think about that too. You know, going to an open mic night is like the worst thing to do because when you go to an open mic night, you're not going to like a crowd of comedy enjoyers. You're going to a crowd of comedians. So they're just fucking psychoanalyzing you. They're like, I can tell by your step that you're a little hesitant. And then they're also analyzing your jokes and being like, that's not funny enough. Listen to my joke about golf or something. It's always some mundane stuff. I was at the post office. Weren't we all? Don't remind me. You know, that's a good premise. Let me hear this through. But shout out Morgan. Former child, future lesbian. What can't she do, folks? Oh, and then I was going to talk about this briefly because this was... I've seen this guy's post and I saw people talking about him. Maybe I saw Jidion talking about him. But this absolute degenerate... I use that term a lot and I feel like maybe it's losing a bit of its bite. But this guy's an actual, like, grade A... top of the totem pole degenerate. This social media personality, I don't even know if you'd call him that. Ceebot3 quit Jidion's boxing match and is now stranded in Houston with a lawsuit waiting for him at home. And basically, this guy posts stuff like this, and there's a bit of a trigger warning for what I'm about to read. This is like insane. And here, I'm going to move myself so this can't get clipped out of context so you can see that I'm reading something. So this guy posted on TikTok, he'd post stuff like this. When it's time to grape and then kindergartners and watch CP, and it's him like dancing, happy, jolly, just crazy. It's like, who is that even funny to? Like, it's not a joke. It's not like a thing. Like, what? Even in the time of like pedo bear and like all this, it's like, I feel like there was always a cap.
Do you think this is scripted?
That might have been delayed. Thank you so much for the $2. Do I think what's scripted? The stand-up? Or this? And then this is a shot from the boxing match. Do I think that this is scripted? Because I don't think this is scripted. The Jidion fight. I don't think so. I'll pull up the clip of him getting beat. It looks kind of sus. Based on what, and then I saw one other thing. I was actually looking through, sorry, it's like a bunch of things are going through my brain at once. The guy does get a little bit beat up in the video, in the actual stream. And then during the stream, I forget what the guy's name is. Oh, I was right. Canel Joseph. I don't like this guy's pranks. I think this kid's pretty dumb too. I don't know how old he is. He's some guy. But all the stuff I see of him, the best thing he did was rage baiting Jack Doherty. But just yet another prankster. But he was talking to Jidion and said that this guy posted on his TikTok an AI video of Jidion with minors, like in bed together. And it probably got taken down, I'd imagine. But to do all of that, like scripting all of that, I don't know. I don't think so. I would be shocked if Jidion started faking stuff around his pedo hunting, which this feels adjacent to. Yeah, I get that that's like the joke of look how horrible of a thing I just said it. Yeah, but like, is that really a joke? That's what I mean, is it's like, is that the joke? You're the joke then. Look at me, I'm a degenerate. Look at me, I'm a little shitbag. Ha 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 ha. But then I'm going to read this real quick because this gives a little bit of a rundown of what actually happened. So Ceebot3 is an infamous figure online because he continuously jokes about watching CSAM, R-wording kindergartners, idolizing Peter Scully, having middle schoolers in his DMs, and being a MAP, a minor attracted person. It's just another word for pedophile. A few months prior to this match, Jidion, an online predator catcher, came into contact with Ceebot3 upon his audience notifying him of his online infamy. Ceebot3, knowing of Jidion's predator catching, wanted to fight Jidion. So the two agreed to host a boxing match between Ceebot3 and a boxer appropriate for his weight class. And then a little bit more context, the UTTP, so what he has on his chest here, and 764 are two internet extortion and terror groups that are known for exploiting children and terrorizing them under threat of doxing or other forms of retribution. These are the two groups depicted on Ceebot3's chest. So even if it's all a joke, like he is actually signaling to real like exploitation like groups and stuff. So last night, this was a couple nights ago now. This was from 2 days ago. So 3 days ago, Jidion, YouTube Predcatcher, live streamed a boxing match between Ceebot3, a known internet creep and wannabe YouTube UTTP and 764 member, and Fox the G, influencer boxer. Ceebot3 first attempt to flee the match by taking a smoke break, and then after the first match, refused to continue fighting and quit. However, the contract between Jidion and Ceebot3 specified that as long as he fought the 3 rounds, win or lose, he'd be paid $5,000 and was entitled to a flight home. Since he prematurely quit the match, he'll be getting none of those things, and on top of that, will be sued for violating his contract. I didn't mention this before, but the conditions were that if C lost, they'd get to go through his phone and cut off his dreads. If C won, he'd get an extra $5K, totaling to a $10K cash prize. This, I think, is kind of crazy, where it's like, I get it that maybe this guy isn't as bad as like actual predators, but I guess you don't know is the problem, right? Is like, you don't know to what degree this guy does in private, like what depravity he gets up to in private. All we know are the things that he says in jest in public. Holy shit, how cringe the guy is repping 764. The guy that founded it is in jail. Good he's in jail. Maybe this guy should be in jail too. But this is the actual boxing match. I don't know why I guess he made an actual video out of the stream.
This is the mob. Put all this post, man. Why you doing all this, bro? Talking about
for money,
bro. There's no way you made any money. There's no way you made any money.
You know, people donate and shit.
People donate to you?
Oh yeah.
Donate what?
You know, donations.
Oh, okay. Donations. Right got it. Yeah, that cleared it up.
I just got a gift right now. Feel me?
Yeah, I mean that's the only money you're gonna make from this, cause you know you're not gonna beat him.
You're gonna pay me $5K.
You gotta beat him first. You know there's no way you're gonna beat him.
I don't know. See, making like being like, come to a boxing match and doing that, like, that's one thing. Making a whole spectacle out of the thing, it starts to be a little bit. See, that's why I've always said that Jidion is no Skeeter Gene. You know, he isn't on the same level as our boy Skeet. Skeet Hansen is the next up. He just went live. You should watch it. It's weird. I watched the actual stream of it. Like, I was actually going through the stream itself. I didn't see the video, but I did actually watch the stream, and we can yeah, Skeeter's the GOAT. Also, these two guys are weird too. He has like these two guys that came in suits that are acting as like his managers and stuff. And again, guys, it's like, you can talk about like, oh, I just don't give a fuck, I'm just being edgy, look at me, I say whatever. But it's just like, so you're okay with aligning yourself with being just a high level degenerate? Because like I'm saying, you can be a degenerate, but like, why do it in such a way that like is only, I don't know, it's like it only makes you look bad. There's no joke other than look at what a piece of shit I am. And like, is that even funny? I guess to like 13-year-olds going, ha ha ha, look at this guy is funny. But like, damn, how malformed must your brain be to actually think that like the laughs and giggles of children matter the most? Because I really don't think this guy's making he's not making top dollar off of it. And like, you know what I mean? Like, comparatively to what he could be making doing some other kind of rage bait or some other thing, like, there's no way that this is even getting to like the clout levels that he's wanting. I also like Oma. Oma seems all right. There was, I can't remember what it was. There was some problem in one of his videos, but overall, I like it's one of those things where he just needs to take some time and keep doing them. I think over time he'll get better. I think I watched like maybe his first or second catch, and there was some issue that I remember having. Can't think of what it is off the top though. I guess they got doxxed too for some reason.
Huh? What were you saying? I was saying don't even drag it out just in case.
Just
yeah.
Just to get rid of him?
Get rid of him.
That was Jidion, I think, telling the boxer to not drag it out for too long and to just knock him out. Fair enough.
All right. Gentlemen, we got a three-minute rounds. This right here, the belt is good. Anything below this is low blows.
Yo, Jidion, you're getting all these fucking, members and stuff. Raise my subscriber count. Become a member today. Why do you not have a stabilizer for this camera? Like, whoever's recording this has the shakiest hands ever. It's like, why do they not have a gimbal of some kind?
Same thing right here. Get that right. Get you. Right there is the belt line, Fox. You can see that his trunks are a little big. If you spit your mouthpiece out, keep fighting. I'll break it up, but don't just let your guards down. Protect yourself at all times. Do not drop your hands if your mouthpiece goes out. Keep them up, keep fighting. If I say break, you break. If you get knocked down, go to a neutral corner. Or, excuse me, if you get knocked down, yeah.
One of my friends did one of these streamer boxing events before for Arky. He got his ass beat. You got to be ready.
Or either way. All right, you ready? All right, guys.
No, yeah, I know the whole Oma backstory and stuff. Like I'm saying, I watched very early videos from Oma, so I'd have to see the ones that he's done maybe more recently. And like I'm saying, it was like one singular thing I remember there was an issue with, but still shout out. But yes, I do remember the whole story with his grandfather and how he caught him. But hey, that's the backstory of a true vigilante.
Fight! Let's go, Fox! Let's go, Fox! Ooh! Work through it, work through it, work through it. Oh, whoa, 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 break.
The way he just lifted him up. Hey man, that's bad on the boxer. You can't get swept like that. I know that this is a boxing match, but you got to be ready for anything.
Work through it. Oh, whoa, 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 break.
The way he lifted him up is incredible. So we're going to do a frame-by-frame analysis of this. Run it back a little bit. Look at this. Straight dragged away through the air. That's incredible.
Hey, little man. Hey, hold on. Break.
Yeah, why does the ref have a mic? He does not need a mic. This dude is screaming.
Get back, Fox. Get back, Fox. Break. Get back, Fox. Hey, I'll go over there.
Like, it doesn't even matter how much I turn it down. He's clipping so bad.
It ain't tackle football. It's boxing. Keep your cool. Fight. You good, Fox? Ooh! Work through it. Keep in the front. Hold it. He's holding his glove. All right, break. Fight. Oh. Go to neutral corner.
I think that's the point when he just gives up. I think he gives up from there. I think they try and get him to go again, but he's like, no, I'm done. And then he goes and cries in the corner and is upset. And then they tell him that he's not going to get the money, and that he broke the contract. They're not giving him a flight home either. It's a bad look. He better hope those donations do him well. You know, like he said, he's making money off those donations. Work through it. Work through it. This ain't tackle football. He's got a point. What was he doing? He was trying to go, this isn't an MMA match. You could have had it scheduled for that. You could have had it set up to be an MMA match, but you didn't want to. Imagine that. I think this guy, there's a video of this guy. This is another predator catcher. This guy tried to fight one of the predators in a grocery store and got his ass beat. That's got to be the worst look. Showing up to be like, yeah, we're about to beat down a predator. Yeah. And then getting beat up, getting worked. Let me see if I can find it. I'm 90% sure it's this guy. Where is it? It's like one of the most famous clips, I feel like, of a There's too many predators getting beaten up now. You can't find all the videos of it. Like literally, I've been scrolling and it's all just people beating up pedophiles. It was Jidion's mic that was clipping like that? Dude, get a better mic.
Man, we've been here since like, what, 9?
How you doing, bro?
Oh, bro, man, you guys gotta run a prank, bro.
No, he already ran a prank on me.
Oh, he ran a prank on you?
No, he got me.
Ha 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 ha. This is so cool. Moving on. That's why in general, like, IRL streams are pretty boring because they revolve around a certain topic or a certain like thing that's supposed to happen, and then before and after that thing happens, they're always just people standing around being like, what do we do now? Try and tell an interesting story. Be like, this reminds me of a moment in my life when yada 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 yada. Keep it going. That's so sad that I'm not going to be able to find that. But it's fine. So this was interesting. An opinion piece on the New York Times. Hassan Piker is not the enemy, which has been changed to, I think it's been changed. I'm not paying the $1 a week. I'm sorry. We're not doing that. Here, wait. Will this work? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so they switched the title to This Is Why There's No Liberal Joe Rogan. So to switch it from this to this, I don't even care what the article says. What do you think it would mean to be a liberal Joe Rogan? Because the problem with Joe Rogan is being seen as the conservative Joe Rogan. Being like, the voice for the conservatives, the voice for the... Because even Joe is starting to push back against that a little bit now. Obviously, he is more conservative, but he started slowly to push back against certain things. It was interesting. I didn't realize this either. Oh my God, this is fucking something crazy. Complete tangent because I started talking about Joe Rogan. UFC Freedom 250. Freedom 250 UFC. So they're doing a UFC event on the White House lawn for America's 250th birthday. Okay, interesting. Showing the strength of America. We're going to watch some Americans get knocked out. Awesome. I'm saying this is our big one. Justin Gaethje versus Ilya Topuria. I think Ilya is probably going to sleep Justin. I'm sorry. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Justin got slept by Max Holloway, who got slept by Ilya Taporia. And Justin's just a slugger. I think that's just what's going to happen, but that's just my theory. But the crazy part about this is Joe Rogan has spoken about this ever so slightly, saying that he thinks that it's weird. I don't think that he's going to be at this event. He's going to attend this event. But he's talked about like the crossing between politics and the UFC and yada yada. And that part of that comes from the fact that Donald Trump was just an early investor into the UFC and has been close friends with Dana White, it seems, for years. So that's like the actual connection that they have. And the reason that this is so fucking crazy is because UFC 250 does not take place on the actual, on the 4th of July. It takes place on June 14th. Surprising, a weird day. June 14th. June 14th is a Sunday. A UFC fight on a Sunday. Not what's June 14th? Whoa, what's June 14th though? Donald Trump's throwing a fucking UFC fight for his birthday on the White House lawn. And the fact that this isn't like because people are talking about, oh, it's disrespectful to have the UFC. Well, why are they doing this? It's so weird. It's so it shows this like want to be like this excessive masculinity, yada yada, all this extra stuff. He's doing it on his fucking birthday. Like, this is just fucking, it's deplorable. Truly. Sickening. Joe was a lib up until weed got legalized. A real one-issue voter, if there's ever been one, yeah. Yeah, and that's why he's so quick to flip, is because he doesn't really have, like, a leg in too many races. Yeah, this country pisses me off so bad, bro. Like, this is just ridiculous. The President of the United States is throwing a UFC match, he's throwing a UFC event on his birthday on the White House lawn, and using the United States 250th birthday as the, cover up for that, as the cover for that. And you're going to say that this is like, because, like, what are they actually going to do for the actual 250? What are we going to do? They're gonna be like, we already had a thing. We did a UFC fight. I don't know. Just the whole thing is so ridiculous. But I wanted to talk about that briefly because we were talking about Joe Rogan. But I do just think the idea of creating a liberal Joe Rogan is ridiculous. Because why would you create a liberal Joe Rogan? Create somebody that can just be blindly followed? Like, I don't get what the point of this is. Because it's not that Joe Rogan is some well-spoken, like, even his platform is super big. It's a massive platform, but so is like any fucking, like, I don't know, it's like you talk about Joe Rogan now and he is larger than late night shows, but I think that what his podcast is to the scale of what a late night show would be and presenting it to a broader audience of, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I don't know, it's not necessary. Yeah, they're just asking for a propagandist. Yeah, brains are broken across the land. Yeah, Trump is a big orange child who wears diapers and all, bro. I want a big fight for me because I'm great on my birthday. But I'm America, so it's actually America's birthday too. Yeah, that's definitely what Donald Trump's thinking. And plus, the other part of it, too, is it's so annoying whenever there is a UFC match. Because now they're part of Paramount Plus, so you don't have to pay fucking $80 for the stuff, for the pay-per-views. So I'll catch them here and there, watch them after the fact. But it's just another curse of paying into these multi-billion-dollar companies, right? But it's so sickening whenever these UFC fighters win, and then they pan over to Trump just standing there, and it's like, don't you have a fucking job to do? So when you're not at your golf course, you're at a UFC event. Awesome. And I think that he was at this last one because they were trying to promote the Freedom 250 event. But like, it's just like literally a fighter won and then immediately went over and was like, oh, and Trump was like sitting with their family and stuff. And it's like, come on, man. The idea of what if that guy got knocked out though? That would have been hilarious. Trump sitting with the loser. You think he would have gotten up and left? It's difficult to combat propaganda in a post-fact world. I'm not completely against having a big figure like Joe Rogan on the Democratic side. Looking from the outside, the online media is heavily tipped. The problem with that, though, is the same problem with Joe Rogan. Is some conservatives don't like Joe Rogan either, because when someone is a propagandist, they're swayed by whoever's actually above them. That's the problem. It's good. It's like, it's literally that thing that fucking, it's the beginning half of what Cenk said about legalizing bestiality. Being a benevolent dictator. That's oxymoronic in itself. Like, that's literally heavy on the moronic. But like, it's impossible to be a benevolent dictator. But that's what they want. They assume benevolence from their side. And it's just like, no. When you have somebody that assumes any level of power or, status, not even power necessarily, just a high level of status, they abuse it. And not only do they abuse it, it becomes abused. Their power or voice becomes abused by whoever's in their ear, whoever their worm tongue is. Yeah, it's all content machines at the end of the day. And it's all just swayed by the voices of whoever's trying to push what at the time. And I think Hassan is the liberal Joe Rogan. And I do like that they changed it. It's so dumb. But yeah, just a quick opinion on that. And then, I don't know how to say this name. Ziwi? Is it Ziwi? Ziwi? I don't know. But asks fans what questions they'd like to see answered in upcoming interview with Hassan Piker. Drop questions for Hassan Piker in thread below. Let's see some of these questions people have for Hassan. Who do you think benefited more from election boycotts? The people of Palestine or Gaza condo investors? If he had to survive on Social Security, food stamps, and Medicaid, would he still have sat out on the last election? Would he still have sat out the last election and encouraged more people to not vote, creating as much suffering as possible? How can other people leverage their uncle's position in the media to launch a successful streaming career? Please clarify the sex tourism situation. Why do you like electrocuting dogs? Who do you think benefit? So that was the first question that we read. What is harder, streaming for 9 hours or working a blue-collar job? How is your dog doing? Was your uncle always pretending to be on the left? Was your trip to Cuba just for publicity, or are you planning to continue to provide aid long-term? Does he have anything to say in his... This is the real hard-hitting question. Does he have anything to say in defense of his 2018 fits? How does he plan to defer his draft? Have you always known you wanted to rage bait people under a thin guise of sincerity? Or is that a passion you discovered along the way? Is your dog okay? Name 5 songs that aren't Drake, since you don't listen to music. As a member of the large shoulders with a tiny head community, is your tailor on salary? Or do you not believe in unionized sealed labor? Favorite Nepo baby? How have the American people currently benefited from this current administration with us now going to war with Iran? And how is it better than what they would have gotten from Kamala Harris? Because I think that that's a part that people forget too. Whenever Hassan says Kamala would be worse than Trump, she would be the same, if not worse. He said that if not worse. The if not worse part is you saying Trump is better. You are saying that. It's the implication made. the Goomba community. Once I joined the Goomba community. You know what's funny though? Look up live action Goomba and it just brings up an Italian. Just brings up a New Yorker. Have you ever thought about the fact that the live action movie did an invert of the true character design? It just created an inversion. Tiny head, a big body, big head, tiny body. It's interesting, really. But sorry, let's continue. Yes, that is Hassan. Hassan is very Goomba coded. Do you think this is going well for you right now? How have the people of Palestine currently benefited from the current administration? And how is it better than what we would have gotten from Kamala Harris? How have the people of Iran and Lebanon currently benefited from the current administration? And how is it better than what we would have gotten from Kamala Harris? Please ask him about Ethan Klein. Where do you gain the most attention from? Pretty privilege or the gay accusations? How does it feel to be right about everything? See, honestly, I don't think Hassan gets gay accusations. I think the problem is Hassan's often gay baiting. You can tell that's what he's doing. He's trying to attract gay men. You can tell he likes it. Hassan's one of those straight guys that loves the attention, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm not homophobic. I love it when gay guys hit on me. Whose DMs are these? These aren't DMs, so these are messages, these are comments that were made for, I don't know how to say her name. Ziwi? I'm so sorry. But these are just questions that people have for Hassan Piker. So I'm just reading through some of them. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. How does he feel? How does he feel to be right about everything, literally all the time? I would love to see his reaction to that. How have the people of Palestine currently benefited from the current administration? So I think that's what, so that's what these are all out of order the way they planted these in. What parameters need to be considered while justifying current demographics of women that would be a utilitarian use of art? How far is a woman away from become a valid response to political beliefs? Okay. So this is in reference. Okay, I was confused as to what this question was asking, but this is talking about Hassan's utilitarian view that rapists should just attack rich college girls. That rich colleges, it's okay because they're only attacking rich girls. Yeah, I'm honestly, a lot of these are genuinely probably just good questions that they can ask. Some critics say that Paw Patrol is peddling authoritarian and capitalist propaganda to children. Do you agree? And which of the dogs in the show would you most like to electrocute? You once visited a brothel in Berlin. What is it like participating in the exploitation and commodification of women? Mm-hmm. Wow, I just realized how long we've been going through this. We've been going through just Instagram and Reddit for over an hour. Wow, it's still no title and thumbnail, so I'm making good time. I've had a terrible week. I need some on time today. I'm sorry. But their on time is late. That's just the way the cookie crumbles at this point. Now we need to make a bet. Do you think that they're going to push it back to 11:30 before we even start the late poll? That's the real question now. But yes, no title, no thumbnail yet. What else? What else? Oh, we were going to talk about Matan and Steiny. I saw this clip and it reminded me of Matan and Steiny. I don't know what this is from.
If a mosquito needs blood to produce babies, and the blood comes from us, does that mean I'm the father of a mosquito? Isn't that concerning? If a mosquito...
Thank you, Mike. Very insightful. But yes, I don't know what this one's from. Is this from another video they did? I think they just filmed this clip separately. I think this short was literally filmed separately just for this.
If a mosquito needs blood to produce babies, and the blood comes from us...
Who the fuck is this guy? This is Matan. Okay. But Matan did have Steiny on, and I don't care to watch much of it, to be completely honest. My assumption is that Matan actually does pay his guests, and Steiny just seems very, like... He's very upset the entire time. He doesn't say a whole lot. He kind of just sits there, does nothing. Doesn't... The real headliner here is the clown. I know I already talked about Steiny, but I mean, there's a second clown. Oh. But here, let's just play the intro. Steiny wants to fight the clown.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the podcast. For today's episode, we have a couple different guests. It's going to be a little bit of a special episode. For today's first guest, welcoming a Domino's employee. For the second guest, welcoming a clown. For the third guest, welcoming a Tyrion Lannister-like. And for the fourth guest, welcoming a Jewish For today's co-host, we have my manager, Vara Flooring.
Blasted shoes. All right then.
And for the fifth guest,
Squeeze in here.
welcoming the
Very
Riddler.
Nice. The Riddler. Squeezed in.
Coming
Very
first,
nice.
Riddler, and then Vara Flooring.
It's a modern Last Supper.
Can come
Squeeze
take a
there.
seat. So we have a little bit of production problems. We only have one mic for you guys.
One
so
mic.
you have to share that. He can
This
actually
must be it.
He can kind of sort of use mine a little bit, or you can swing it back and forth. So if you guys can each individually introduce yourselves, and I'll that one.
Sounds good. Who are we starting with, me?
In any order you like. You seem to have taken the dominant position
Hello,
over the
I'm
group.
Downtown Clown.
Hello, Downtown Clown. Hi, Downtown Clown. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Real name is Steve Triola.
Oh.
Yo, my name is Lil Johnny. I'm here at the party. What's up?
Let's go, Little Johnny.
I'm Z, the pizza guy.
Shout out Z.
All the way over here.
Steiny. Can you further introduce yourself,
Wait,
Steiny?
I just remembered too. This dude, the Domino's pizza guy, starts like saying some anti-Semitic conspiracy theories and shit. He starts going, "You're Jewish? Makes sense." He's like, "I've never met a poor Jewish person." I don't think you've met that many Jewish people then.
Steiny?
No, that's it.
That's
So
enough?
that's all he wants to say. A man of few words.
Okay. And out of all you four, which one, assuming there was an all-out brawl to the death, would come out the victor?
I would.
You believe so?
Check out the cauliflower ear.
We can't. Your hand's in the way.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
Cauliflower ear. Yes.
Your fucking hand was in the way, but I couldn't see your ear for even a half a second. You covered every frame.
One of the best
But
wrestlers.
you don't have it on the other ear.
I literally can't even see it. Maybe he does. It's covered by his hair, his luscious locks.
No, I got a little bit on the other ear, not as much. It started the cauliflower.
Did you do the fake one where you just hammer your ear?
No, I was a wrestler.
That doesn't work, actually. It's a genetic thing, I'm pretty sure. I don't think everybody can get cauliflower ear. Because Steve-O was trying to get cauliflower ear and was like busting his ear with a hammer, had people punching him, had people kicking it, like literally destroying his ear, and it's fine. I think it's just a thing that happens to some people.
One of the top wrestlers in the state of Pennsylvania. So I can pretty much, I think, take everybody here.
What about you?
He said top rated wrestler in the state of Pennsylvania. Was that back in high school? Why are you saying that like it's relevant now? You're a clown. What are you talking about? Are you an active wrestler? Because that would be interesting. Do you wear this outfit to the mat? I'd like to see that. I thought Mike, or whatever his name is, was the Rodeo Drive Dating and Money. Which one, Mike or Mike? Or no, sorry, this is Viral Flooring. They don't have Mike on today. Viral Flooring, Mike.
What do you think? How do you think you would come?
He does look like Dating and Money just a little bit.
The Victor?
Like if Dating and Money was clean shaven and like 10 years younger.
I'll give it my all.
By the way, make sure, I know it's going to be a little bit tough, but when you're talking, just swing the mic back and forth to you.
I'll give it my best.
You're at a height disadvantage, though.
Yeah.
So what a nasty thing to say.
I'll beat the clown's ass. I'll beat the Riddler's ass. The kid in the Ferrari jacket, your ass. The clown's ass again. And then I'd hang out with you two.
He's dreaming. I could drop him like a bad habit.
Steiny, are you willing to take these words?
I can tell this clown has anger issues. I can tell by the way he's giggling. The guy's got a short fuse. I bet he yells at children.
To real life and fight the clown right now?
Yeah, no, I want to take all four of you right now.
Would you wrestle him right now?
Riddle me this.
If I could riddle me this.
I want to take all four of you right now.
Would you wrestle him right now?
Riddle me this.
He started laughing when he said it. He couldn't even hold it in. He said, riddle me this, and immediately started laughing.
No, I want to take all four of you right now.
Would you wrestle him?
Look at, you can see it in his face.
Right now?
You can see he's fucking dying because he said that.
If I could put him on his back in about 30 seconds, trust me.
You would want him on his back, wouldn't you? Doesn't everybody want Steiny on his back?
I could hit him with a lateral drop, slap a guillotine on him. I could snap his neck. He'd be sipping out of a straw the rest of his life.
Steiny looks actually scared right here.
Wow.
Let me see your other ear real quick.
Steiny looks like Elon Musk. Have you ever seen Steiny and Elon Musk together? He's like a little Elon Musk. That's where I got the thumbnail for today. Look how little he is. He looks like he could be Elon Musk's son. He really does.
Yeah, the other one.
Elon Steinberg? Steiny Musk? What's his actual name? I don't know. I know his last name's Steinberg, but I don't know what his first name is.
Riddle me this. Only a little cauliflower. This is the
riddle me this.
Get it on my back? Domino's guy?
Oh, his name's Aaron. Okay.
What about you? You could.
I'll bring the pizza.
You look like you might be able to tussle a little bit. No. No.
Who knows? You know, that's one of those things where you.
Who knows?
I feel like the least likely is the Jewish Tyrion Lannister like.
I don't know. I've known some pretty tough.
Here, I just want to get to this part too.
Well, first of all, there is no God, so.
Anybody has a response to that?
You're Jewish, right?
No, I'm not Jewish. He's Jewish.
That's kind of
Riddle me this.
That he's not Jewish?
You are Jewish, right?
Yeah, he said he's not Jewish.
You can be Jewish and be an atheist, by the way. I know a lot of Jewish people that are atheists. And I know a lot of Jewish people that aren't rich too. But I know a lot of Jewish people that are rich too.
I've never met
a poor Jewish person.
I've never met a poor Jewish person.
I have friends of mine that are poor Jewish
I agree
people.
with.
No, and then basically his only experience with Jewish people, he says, are his bosses. He's like, my bosses are Jewish. That's all I know. Yes, this is just this podcast is just overstimulating. Does the Riddler do any riddles, or does he just say the catchphrase? I mean, they haven't really given him an opportunity yet. He keeps saying, riddle me this, and then they just ignore him. Maybe that's what Batman should have done, and he probably never would have gotten into all those predicaments. But Viral Flooring is now just going, doo doo doo, doo 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 doo, doo 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 doo, doo doo doo, doo 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 doo, doo 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 doo. Which, good on him, you know? You gotta add a little bit of background music.
With him.
I know some Jewish people that aren't rich.
Do you know any poor Jews?
They're not poor, but they're performers, and so they're just kind of waiting for their big break.
Steiny could easily deflect by saying Matan is Jewish, but then Matan just goes, I'm not Jewish. He always does that. He always does that when he goes, I used to be Jewish. He's not anymore. Now he's a white guy. He's from Germany. That's what he says.
What is going on back there? Very good. That's an irritating pitch he's got over there. Very irritating pitch.
He does it for a good couple minutes, too.
Matan wears that same jacket every day. This is... If you take the pizza driver, you can all go next.
That's not happening.
Why?
I don't know.
I feel like you're in good shape. No?
It's definitely not.
He's probably in good
There's
shape.
no way you'd be able to beat my manager, though, because he rolls around with a gun.
I could drop him like a bad
But he has a
habit.
gun.
He'd better use that gun.
I'm telling you, that giggle, that's the giggle of a man with a short fuse. I've heard it too many times. Something to think about, you know? But there is one more video I want to check out. This one's too much brain rot. I'm here for Steiny. He's all the way over in this corner. You know, it's all right. Here, let's just jump to a random point in the podcast and let's see what they're talking about.
So I'll probably get maybe 100.
He delivered 100 pizzas, and that's all you can do?
Yo, by the way, that guy doesn't even drive a Ferrari.
I believe it.
You know he doesn't drive a Ferrari.
He does. I believe he doesn't.
I've seen his car. He drives a Honda. The guy's a retard.
Bada 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 bada.
What does that count for? How useful is this?
It's not useful at all. He's no rhythm. He doesn't have a rhythmic hum to that.
Why are you insulting him?
Well, no, that's a little bit better now. See, he's doing a little bit better now, though.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
I'd rather hear AK. I'd rather hear AK.
I feel like they're just waiting for the one day when they find it, like when someone actually attacks them.
I'd rather hear AKB48.
Matan's just covering his ears, trying to hide.
See, that is like more than irritating.
That's right.
My head hurts.
Obnoxiously irritating. But that's all right. More power to you.
Hey, so what's you guys' three chemistry? Like, would you be like the brains of the
This is
operation?
the Riddler. He's one of you guys.
This is the Riddler. He's one of you guys. Perfect. He's so right. So true. Does he? Wait, let me see if he asks a riddle.
You guys just haven't included him in any of your conversations.
Riddler isn't
Shut
quite
up,
a clown,
please,
but he's kind of
God.
in that clown
Please,
thing.
God, shut up.
He's kind of in the.
And then that's my manager.
He's in the realm of the clown thing, although he's not a clown.
Riddler talk?
He's one of those guys who stands
Riddler
on
does
Hollywood
talk,
Boulevard.
Oh, really? Is he one of those guys on Hollywood Boulevard?
But
Yeah.
clearly he has some speaking issues, so he's not really involved.
Do you guys make pretty good tips over there doing that on Hollywood Boulevard thing with pictures and all that kind of stuff? I'm going to take that as a negative. He doesn't look too happy. Oh, he smiles. He smiles, so he must do all right with those tips over there. I met a guy over
Riddle me this. What has a red nose and big shoes? Any man stepping out of the bar. Whoa! The big shoes part doesn't really work, but it's fine. It's whatever. Who cares? Moving on. Inside the busy sea lion sanctuary. Live rescue. This is a new video from On the Porch with Ian. 61,000 subscribers. Go subscribe if you haven't already. They are saving sea lions. First it was cats, now this. A true hero.
Sea lions. They bark, they play, they're one part dog.
Well, what am I watching, Nat Geo? What is this? What in the National Geographic? Let me run it back, Ian. You're so cool. That last part sounded sarcastic. It sounded like I was just being an asshole. No, this genuinely made me feel like I was watching National Geographic, though, just to start it off. Let's go. Let's get in there.
Sea lions. They bark, they play, they're one part dog and one part wiggling water snake toy. These things are a mystery to me. So I got in touch with the Pacific Marine Mammal Center, a hospital that is primarily focused on STEM education, ocean conservation efforts, and rehabilitation of...
Thanks for the company, Captain. We just got a golden doodle puppy who is so chaotic and such a little terrorist. Your streams are keeping us company whilst we deal with her energy. Well, I'm glad to hear. Big ups dog. Big ups golden doodle. Those are cute. Cute ones. Well, now you get to see sea dogs. Are you missing out? Do you need to throw your pupper in the water? It's possible. Puppies all day. You know, I'm thinking I might want to get a puppy soon. We got a kitty. Might need a puppy.
Marine life. I first found Pacific Marine Mammal Center on Instagram, where I saw their videos documenting the sea lion release program that they do. After rehabbing a sea lion, they bring it to the beach, open their kennels, and they take off right back into the ocean. I was fascinated by this, so I reached out and they invited me down to their facility to document this process firsthand. We're here at the Pacific Marine Mammal Center. There's seals, sea lion, see, I already don't know. These are the things that I'm here to find out. What's the deal with seals? The worst Seinfeld bit ever. What's the deal with seals? We're figuring out the deal with the seals today. Today we're going to their field animal hospital, be interacting with live animals. Mammals? Yes, mammals. Mammals are here. Good. Okay, I'm in the right spot. Let's go on inside and check it out. Upon arrival, I met with Dr. Alyssa Deming. I got there right around lunchtime. So we proceeded to go see what was on the menu today.
My name is Dr. Alyssa Deming, and I'm Vice President of Conservation Medicine and Science at the Pacific Marine Mammal Center in Laguna Beach. And I'm also a veterinarian and a researcher that gets to help take care of our patients here, as well as try and figure out as much about them as we can while they're in the hospital.
So is it feeding time?
It
is
is
lunch?
feeding time. We're going to start with the group that is most closely ready for release. So
Okay.
you should notice that these are the chunkiest ones
chunky.
in-house right now that look the healthiest and the happiest. So
They got the spa treatment.
exactly.
Okay, nice.
Sorry, I had to look up. I'm trying to look up what isn't that what's the deal with airplane? Sorry, I'm like fully back too far. What's the deal with airline food? The Jerry Seinfeld joke. I'm trying to look it up because isn't that like a whole thing that there isn't an actual joke? It's literally just that part. I want to know what the actual joke is. I see one thing from the AI written out, and I don't know if this is actually accurate. I've been losing weight, then I just ate almost a whole pan of brownies. I'm never forgiving myself. Don't worry, it's okay. That's life. Brownies take us. Still no thumbnail or title. I'll put a poll up now, but for how late they're going to be. But listen to this. This is what the AI thinks the full joke is. What's the deal with airplane food? I mean, what is this? Who are these people that cook this stuff? I feel like I'm eating in a cafeteria in a low-security prison. It's always rubbery, it's always tiny, and it's always delivered by a flight attendant who looks at you like you're personally inconveniencing them by being hungry. That sounds like a Lil Pete joke. I don't think that's the joke. I see something else. Apparently the punchline is, what's the deal with airline food? It's trying to hijack your stomach and take us to the bathroom. To understand it, you have to to appreciate it. You have got to understand it was before 9/11. Okay. Is that really what the joke is? Okay, I think that they're just bullshitting. I think that's just bullshit. Never mind. There is a title, not clickbait. Trump is the Antichrist, not clickbait. I mean, at this point, right, it's like, there doesn't need to be an Antichrist. They're all evil. Trump is the Antichrist. I mean, Trump, are they going to talk about this? Trump. Trump tweeted this. Just literally this image. Sorry, I'm trying to get the clearest copy of it. Trump fucking posted this. Trump's AI Jesus image sparks blasphemy outcry. Yeah, he just posted literally just this image. Like what? Like what? Yeah, and then right before this posting, a civilization will die tonight and shit like that. Yeah, hell is Earth. I needed to put that in quotes. No, it's fine. You're just letting me know. I'm sorry. I take it whatever I said back.
It's got like shields. We're going into a PvP zone.
All right.
All right.
Let's go. These guys will get their food in a minute. These are the slightly skinnier guys.
Okay.
But these are the happy, healthy ones ready to go back.
He told the press he thought it was him as a doctor. Is that a joke? Healing hands. Oh my god, bro.
Back to their ocean home. These little placards in front of the pens have magnets so we can kind of track the animals. Right now we only have 9 animals in house, but sometimes we have over 100 animals in house. And we'll put them up on these boards so we know which patients are in what pools, which makes it a lot easier to figure out who you're feeding because they all have specific meal plans.
The 4 sea lions here are approaching the end of their treatment and gearing up to be released back into the ocean. Waiting for the Easter egg hunt over here. Yeah, there they go. Oh, he found the little jackpot. The sea lions are slipping around like a Joey Chestnut.
Here's the thing. If he genuinely is saying that he thought it was him as a doctor, then what he's admitting to is being senile, is what he's saying. Oh, I cannot understand the implications of an image that is very easily discernible. Like it is so clearly. It wasn't depicted, it was me. I did post it. And I thought it was me as a doctor and had to do with Red Cross. There is a Red Cross worker there that we supported, and only the fake news could come up with that one. So why isn't it still up? Why is he also standing next to a woman wearing a DoorDash grandma t-shirt pretending to deliver at McDonald's? Because it's just some fucking AI slop they made. So crazy. Because is it still up? Is it still posted? Because I thought he took it down. I thought that's what the news was that he took it down. Is it still posted? Bruh. 16 hours ago. Truth Social, Trump Tower on the moon. Bro, I'm literally gonna have an aneurysm. I'm going to have an aneurysm. What the fuck? It's too long ago. I don't even care if this is some person that he has running his social medias. This person is posting too much. What the fuck is he posting about Bruce Springsteen for? Bruce Springsteen prior to plastic surgery? What happened to Bruce Springsteen? What happened to why the fuck are you posting this? You're the president. Stop posting Facebook memes that fucking grandpas post, please. He posts like Jimmy Lee. We all need to make AI pictures of him doing dumb shit and tag him. Yeah, like him taking out trash, him working as the trash man. To be fair, that's more of a respectable job than Trump's ever done at anything. So, being a trash man, you know, it does something for society. But yeah, let's get back to the sea lions, please. I'll get this poll posted.
They're just slithering and sliding everywhere. It's hard to keep track of them. They're fast.
Yeah, and something you might not notice is they actually swallow, once they really know what they're doing, they'll intentionally position and swallow the fish head first. Yeah. So the fins don't kind of go down the wrong way, essentially.
Man, these little fish look good.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
well,
I could toss one my way. I'd take a bite of one of those.
We will tell you that it is restaurant quality fish, so if you are interested, we are allowed to let you have one.
Oh, good.
Ceviche.
Oh, there we go. He's got the red eyes. The flag is burning. It's a possibility. I mean, if they said it about Obama just because he was black, I think there's probably more reasons to claim it about Trump, right? Like with the levels of blasphemy he spits, saying that he's not going to heaven, like all this shit. At least there's like an actual claim there. They were just like, but Obama's a Muslim, he's the Antichrist. What have I missed? A lot. Sorry to say. We're not doing well. No, I hope you're doing well though, Bootleg. Thanks for stopping in.
Or full fish.
Yeah, we're checking out this video about sea lions from On the Porch with Ian.
Depending on your preference.
Wow. Okay. And then the pool?
Yeah.
The whole hotel.
Exactly. I won't tell you what else they do in the pool, so you may not want to go in them. Okay. I was definitely that girl that loved dolphins. Like my trapper keeper when I was in elementary school was dolphins and rainbows. You know, you would look out on an open ocean and think that there was nothing really going on out there, and then you would see a dolphin fin kind of break the surface, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's a whole world right under the surface. So I got scuba dive certified. I was big into surfing, and that really made me fall in love with the ocean environment.
But how do you feel about the deep? Do you want to go down to a trench and possibly go missing? There's monsters down there. The funny thing is there are literal monsters under the sea, but we just call them sea animals. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing comparative to the things that are in the water that there are on, like, to the things on land. Like, they're just something else. And I guess it's the pathways of evolution, right, is the whole idea. When things moved out of the water, of course, they're going to like evolve into something highly different. And then the evolutions to exist deep in the sea are going to be, again, drastic in that way as well. Interesting.
If you see the orange tag on their front left flipper, it means they're boys. On their front right flipper, it means they're girls. And we tell our summer camp kiddos that the way you can remember that is that girls are always right.
Don't forget. After seeing the Fab Four of Chump, Dami, Bernice, and Funny Fish, we proceeded to the next group of sea lions, the ones that are about midway through their treatment. Most patients make their way through the facility in about 2 to 4 months until they're ready to be released back into the ocean.
They're in essentially the weight gain portion of their rehab, which you can tell is their fun part.
They are just so funny because they're just like dogs, but then it's just like, why are you built so funny? Who allowed you to look like this?
They're only 9-10 months old right now, so we'll give them something called environmental enrichment devices, which are essentially toys to keep them stimulated and play. And just like in humans, play is important for learning social etiquette, and it also is a little bit of a physical therapy for the patients to start building their muscles while they're in here with us.
The sea lions were in such good spirits, and I could tell that the staff took great steps to ensure that they were well taken care of. Everyone working there definitely had a deep appreciation for these amazing creatures.
I will admit that I moved to California because I'm
See, I like this too. The way they came out.
The sea lions,
they come up with their boards. They have their protection stuff to keep them back. And I imagine kind of maybe push them into the areas they need them to too, if they need. But I like that because it's keeping them animals. You know what I mean? It's not like they're trying to domesticate them or anything or make them more sociable with humans. They're literally going, we're humans, you're animals. We're just trying to care for you real quick and then sending you out. This is something that's real subtle, but I like this a lot.
were in such good spirits, and I could tell that the staff took great steps to ensure that they were well taken care of. Everyone working there definitely had a
well
deep
taken care of and comfortable. That's the main thing. They can't heal if they're not comfortable.
Appreciation for these amazing creatures.
I will admit that I moved to California because I'm obsessed with sea lions and they don't exist on the East Coast. So I am so happy to be on the California coast where my favorite animal lives. They are so gregarious and like social. And they're kind of my spirit animal, especially the adult male sea lions, because they like to eat a lot of food and then take naps, which is also my life dream. So I really kind of connected with sea lions and their personalities a lot when I had come out here to visit a little bit. And it's only been strengthened in the time that I've worked with them. I think one of the cool things I've noticed about sea lions is they all have individual personalities. So there's shyer sea lions, there's more social sea lions that are friends with everybody, and then there's kind of some annoying sea lions too. And it's cool to see that spectrum of a community kind of interact with each other. So I could just watch sea lions all day if I had the choice.
I love the board system. It's like 300
Yeah.
when they march in with the shields.
Exactly.
Have any weasel passed?
It's really interesting. It's like this one mind herd mentality when our volunteers or staff are boarding. If they break through boards, it's really cool to kind of see how they readjust and they'll all kind of just like turn around and they'll be protected in that direction.
Right. Military strategy.
Yeah, it really is. We work really hard not to habituate them. We never call them their names to their face.
See, that's what I was saying. That's good practice. I like this. I like this place a lot.
And we do our best actually not to make eye contact. And
I love seeing people that love their job. Yeah, you see too many people that are working in fields where it's like, I understand it when it's like you work at Walmart, you work at Circle K, you work, you know what I mean? But as soon as you get into any type of specialized field, why did you get into that field if you did not have at least some type of interest in it? And if you have some type of interest, then you need to, find the enjoyment in the work. You can't it's not going to find you. But yeah, there are a lot of people who just get into work that they hate for some reason. And I really appreciate that jobs like this, especially, have people that care about their jobs. Because these are the ones that matter. Conservation and all that.
You see, we feed behind the boards and then we get out of the pen. So we want them to focus on the fish, not the people.
Makes sense.
These are our little heaters that we'll put on for them overnight to make sure that they're staying warm once we move them from the ICUs to their outside units. We have little pallets on the floor underneath the heaters, and we have security cameras in all the pens so we can check in on them at night. And we call it a cuddle puddle. They all kind of pile up in a cuddle puddle right on the pallet, right underneath their heat lamp, and enjoy the good life.
The center doesn't just rehabilitate individual animals, they also do a lot of research, which is used to improve disease treatments, monitor populations, investigate migration patterns, and much, much more.
As I was in college, I started recognizing the impacts people were having on that environment. I would see entanglements, we would see a lot of sea turtles with tumors on them, and so that kind of made me start asking questions of ways we could be better stewards for the ocean and make the environment a healthier place for those animals. And that's really driven me through my whole career, and is my primary goal is not just to make our patients healthy, those individual animals, but make the earth healthier in general.
I'm trying to make the world a better place. Shout out.
Actually, I was coming by for just a tour, but suddenly...
Basically, I'm just a really good person and I want to help. God, why can't more people be like you?
An emergency came up.
Last night we had a little sea lion pup that was rescued off of the beach, and when we brought it into the hospital and we took some x-rays of it, we found that there was a hook inside the abdomen of that stomach. So we have to act fast and try and get in there and remove that hook. So today we're going to be putting that animal under anesthesia. We're going to be passing a camera down into its stomach, and we're going to hopefully find that hook and be able to pull it out for him.
I have no medical knowledge, and I'll give moral support. That's all I really can do, so hopefully that helps.
Yeah, and that's really all we want, because these hooks can be tricky, so any luck that you could bring us in this procedure would be really awesome. Don't worry, we'll bump you out of the way if we need to get somewhere.
Yeah, feel free to fire off an elbow, it's okay. We made our way into the operating area. This area housed the sea lion pups. They were in the first stages of recovery. Immediately I realized how smart sea lions were, especially because this sea lion, Tidwell, seems to have figured out how to
Tidwell.
Open doors. That's the noise I make when I'm having an upset stomach or something too, so I get it.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we have an exciting procedure, a kind of unexpected one.
I've heard. Suddenly I was thrown in the deep end of the sea lion pool, heading...
Yeah, it's so interesting too, because I don't know, because that's the thing. It's like loving your job makes it to where you like talking about it too, where like does not seem like, maybe this is something that they do, maybe they get like school field trips or something, but like the willingness to almost do it like a presentation of like, here you guys go, we're having here we go, we're about to do surgery. They're not, but procedures, samesies.
Into a live sea lion surgery rescue. After a quick introduction,
my roommate in college woke up like that once. What hit up? You're just chilling on the couch. You're like, fuck was that? Like, oh shit. You knock. Everything okay in there? 5 more minutes. They rolled over. Didn't realize what they just did.
Dr. Deming assembled the team to go over their goals today.
Hollander, who came in yesterday, California sea lion pup, that on our screening intake radiographs, we identified that he had a hook somewhere in him.
The sea lion in question is named Hollander. And yes, they were named after the character from Heated Rivalry.
There's a huge spectrum when they ingest hooks of levels of concern, from no big deal, it gets caught up in their gastric folds and doesn't cause any issues, to it can, if there's monofilament, especially like fishing line, it can embed into the pyloric sphincter, which is the outflow of the stomach, into the intestines. So this is a very high risk anesthesia for a pup that just came in less than 24 hours ago. And I have like less than 20% hope we'll see the hook, and less than 10% hope, even if we see it, that we can get it out today. And of course, there's always the risk once we grab the hook and start pulling it out, could result in a perforation. If that happens, it's kind of life-threatening and like definitely an emergency. We'll pay attention to his vitals, we'll see how it's going. And then when we're pulling the hook out, that is also a moment of like everyone has to hold their breath and cross their fingers. Apologies in advance if you hear adult language, please edit it out if it happens. But scoping can be challenging for sure. So this is our endoscope. And that's essentially a fancy word for a camera. So this is the very end of the endoscope, and there's a really bright light there and a camera there. And then we can pass things like this down into the port of the endoscope, and it will come right out next to the light. And then this is our little controller, so we can open and close these alligator forceps and grab onto things like hooks. You can turn it one direction, you can turn it another direction, and then you can move it up and down.
Wow. I wanted to sound knowledgeable and impress the doctor, so I threw out the only term from the meeting that I actually remembered. Always the pyloric sphincter.
It is, though.
They started to prep the area. I was feeling like an honorary surgeon.
Oh, thanks so much, Les. Shout out all the people joining. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid.
Heart monitor is actually kind of catchy. Like, can someone sample this? There's a little rhythm to it. I've done a lot of work today.
There, she did take a breath. Not a great one.
Oh, her intestines look not happy. She's still not breathing great? No. Okay. Gotta breathe, kiddo. Breath.
This was like a 4D version of The Pit, but way more stressful and ocean themed. Maybe we could call it The Trench.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Near that way.
It was amazing to witness this group jump into action and do everything in their power to help this poor sea lion. I felt pretty confident that Hollander was going to be...
See, like when you see it with small animals, it's always like, oh no. But when you see like a gorilla under anesthesia, it's more like, it's more funny than anything. Like when you see a gorilla under anesthesia, it's like, oh my god. But when it's like a little animal, it's like, oh no, save them. I want them to save the gorilla too, but there's just something about it. God damn, imagine this gorilla wakes up, eyes open, just, well, you're all dead, you're all gone.
Well taken care of.
X-ray. File 32.
Just okay. Can I get a little lube from the anesthesia kit?
Left it at home. After a few stressful minutes, we finally saw the hook on the X-ray. I was contributing by mostly standing around, but at this point I was really feeling like I was an actual surgeon, just like when Drake joined the Toronto Raptors. After a few more minutes,
I thought he was gonna say like Drake from that episode of Drake and Josh where they pretend to be doctors. Because Josh is in the hospital and then Drake pretends to be a doctor and actually has to do surgery on somebody. Remember that episode? Wild stuff.
something amazing happened.
That would make more sense than Drake.
Advance slightly. I think that's the monofilament. All right, I'm gonna insufflate her. Keep an eye on her heart rate, please. Slowly close, slowly close.
No, we are not snark. Oh no, I hope it doesn't read that way. That's always the worst. I put fat love is fat with a PH because he's cool.
You got it. Okay, we're gonna just slowly start trying to pull out the scope. Yay!
That's a hook.
Good job.
Great job.
Okay. All right. Good job. Nice driving.
Even with a predicted less than 10% chance, they got the hook.
1, 2, 3.
They brought Hollander back to their area, gave them a special shave for identification purposes, and slowly began to wake them back up.
Once she starts to become lighter and she's breathing on her own a little bit better, she'll remove the endotracheal tube. And then shortly thereafter, she should pop right back up. Good morning.
Bring the shields out. Bring the shields out. Barricades, everybody.
There it is.
Wow.
And not a lot of monofilament on it, which is a good sign. Just that little tag, which wouldn't really cause an issue. It's when they have like really long pieces of monofilament. And that's why we don't really love when people cut their lines if an animal's really far away, because that can actually like stay outside their mouth and then cause entanglements around them too.
Big success today, it seems.
Yeah,
nice
it was
and easy.
The procedure went great. She did everything we needed.
Cutting your line when you have a catch is that is crazy. Like, I get it sometimes, like, if the animal's too big or something, or you think it's going to break your line, but, like, yeah, I don't know. You got a big catch. That's good for you, right? I thought that was the point.
Her to do. We were able to also get a blood sample.
Yeah, it is super sad, though. I mean, that's why it's always, like, I feel like to be a fisherman, you have to be so knowledgeable of the water, because there's so much stuff that you're not trying to catch, you know what I mean? And so even just being like for fun, like going out there just, I don't know, I feel like there's definitely a lot to know about fishing.
From her, so we'll be able to see if she's got any really bad infections. We were able to...
I live in the Midwest, but never going fishing again. Hey, they could be anywhere. Imagine that. You get the one sea lion. The one sea lion in the Midwest. Hook 'em. No. Hook, line, and sinker? Wait.
bride and trim up all of the flipper injuries she had on her ventral flippers, and they actually look like they're healing really well.
Yeah.
And they don't look super infected, so that's great. They seem like they're on the right path, but those kind of injuries can be really hard because they're always walking around, so it takes them a long time to heal. But outside of that, as long as she keeps moving in the right direction by getting that hook out, she's got a really good chance.
Love to hear that. That's wonderful. Many humans make messes all around us every day, but often we don't think about the groups that have to jump in, volunteer their time, their effort, often for free, just to clean up these various messes. I made my way home that day, so thankful that groups like this exist to come in and do the cleanup that this world so often needs. A few weeks later, the team and
So true. But you can make the world a better place as well. One day at a time.
invited me to go tide pooling, so I made my way down there for a tide pool tour. All the volunteers are out here tide pooling right now. We are looking at various things in the tide pools, which is interesting because my classification of tide pool is essentially rock, crunchy rock, dirty rock, weird gray rock, like sick rock or something, just rock with something going on, and then fuzzy rock, slippy rock, and stinky rock. Those are basically the main ingredients, but they're telling me there's like a bunch of stuff and it's all alive. When you stop and you think like, oh wait, it's like living carpet. It messes with my brain a little bit. A lot of good birds on the beach. Those are my...
I guess I get what he means. Because it's like, I was going to say, what about grass? But it's more living than grass, I suppose. So there's a difference there. It's like looking at plankton. When I was a kid and I found out what plankton actually was outside of SpongeBob, I was like, what?
My people, you know? Birds with long beaks. Makes me feel better about mine.
Stinky Rock Gang. That one's relatable.
I'm like, could be worse, right? I could have a beak like that guy. After looking around for a bit, I went and met up with our tide pool tour guide for the day.
Hi, I'm Christina Robinson. I am the research and necropsy biologist at Pacific Marine Mammal Center and have been giving a tide pool tour today for our amazing volunteers. Actually, first fell in love with the ocean and wanted to become a marine biologist because of tide pooling. I really like that it's such an accessible way to connect with nature. You don't have to be scuba certified or in the water if you can't swim. It's right here, and you really get to see just such a variety of life. The diversity of tide pool species when it comes to like sea stars versus urchin versus crab versus fish versus slugs is fascinating to me. Some of them live for only a year to a couple years, where some species can live to be like almost 100.
Please, what? What, because I talked about SpongeBob? If we're going to talk about the sea, the ocean, wasn't Steven Hillenburg like a marine biologist or something? You want to learn about the ocean, go watch SpongeBob.
So the variability in what their lives are like fascinates me, and then also that they have all had to adapt to such an extreme habitat.
Soundbite for Alex now?
I fucking bust loads all over my couch.
So they've really had to be resilient.
The vaguely Egyptian, this one? It's kind of a mix of things. It's got like a mix of like Middle Eastern and Indian flair to it. I don't even know. I honestly don't even remember what the song's called. I need to pull it back up.
And learn how to be living in the same area. So I think I really like that.
I feel like I'm stepping on living things now.
You are,
Yeah.
but you're doing it gently. This is the most delicate thing that we do not want to step on in the tide pool. So all of this sand stuff that kind of looks like a honeycomb on certain angles, it's a colony of worms. It's a more efficient way for them to feed together and just be together, but it's literally just sand.
So this
and
is all
come
part
out.
of a worm?
Yeah, so like right here. But so like a lot of times it's kind of webbed between the rocks.
Everything I'm touching now, I'm like...
And so you just don't want to step on this because it's literally just sand. It's sand that they've shaped and secreted to be their home, and then they're like inside. And
So this
you're like,
is all good to step on?
you want to try to step like on the rocks or where it's more barren. Old seagrass and algae.
Alive.
But, which is alive. Yeah, but
Alive.
we're like gentle, we're not like
Now do the bit where you beg for subs. Just run through the greatest hits. Please! Please! Oh wait, I don't even have it. Please subscribe! Please! Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Become a member today! I need them! Whoa! It works sometimes. I want to know who the biggest beggar is online. There's got to be someone who unironically does that all day. See, it works. Thank you, Alex.
I fucking bust loads all over my couch.
Please become a member, please. There's got to be someone who does that unironically. I hope so. I'd watch them.
trampling. There's a lot of...
Is that just, God damn it, I can't remember his name. He's already become irrelevant in my mind. Jason Nash. That's just what Jason Nash does. Please, please, more flowers, please, go, guys, go, more. Oh, I need a galaxy, another galaxy, please. That, it basically is just TikTok lives, right? That is that. DSP. They say DSP is the biggest beggar. See, but even DSP isn't as far as like the TikTok battles. TikTok battles, I think, is it. Jason Nash is he's one of the kings, one of many. Get it. I literally had to look up Trisha's ex to find Jason Nash. I had to find his name by looking up Trisha Paytas' ex.
things you can't see even if you think you're not stepping on something.
Yes. Ice cream. Yum. Ice cream. It's always it's the worst stuff ever. Thank you for the prime. We don't want primes here. No primes. Get the actual membership.
So it's just better to be safe and not ever be in the water. But sometimes the anemones are real sneaky, and on a good low tide, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Like, especially full of sand, right?
I see a friend, and I won't step on them.
Yeah.
Not an enemy.
I love that.
What creature is that you just picked up?
This is gonna be trash day humans. Unfortunately, probably like a Korok swipe, kind of
like
rip
that
it
species.
apart. No, it's invasive for sure. These are all like really tiny aggregating anemones.
They look like little nerd clusters.
They do.
Over there.
When they're fighting, they'll get much bigger and like kind of bulb out. So if one that's not related comes into their pool, they will fight. And then so they'll have these like club tentacles.
That's like their brass knuckles.
Yes.
Okay.
And they'll fight until the death, usually.
Wow. When they fight, how long does that take?
That's a great question.
Is it a few
I
days?
think it just depends.
Is there anything out here that there's nothing happening? It seems like everywhere you look, something's going on. It's just like constant.
No, I would say because even in the sand, you have different microorganisms in the sand, but even like sand fleas and isopod, like little rock louse and things. And then like the drift algae that's like washed up too will be there. So even in the sand, the beach, the ocean is alive.
I was starting to come around on this ocean thing. I actually put my little toesies in the sand. You wouldn't have caught me doing that last summer. This beach thing wasn't so bad after all. I could get used to this. Just finished tide pooling. Learned a lot of things. Things like tide pools are not just funky rocks. Really, the more stuff I do in this regard, the more I realize that my skull is kind of empty. And there's not a lot of stuff up there. I thought there was a lot of stuff up there, and then the more things I do, I realize that it's hollow. Potentially concerning, but I'm trying to fill it up. I'll be back in a few weeks to learn a bit more. The following weekend, I woke up early and made my way back down to Laguna Beach for a very, very special occasion. It was Sea Lion Release Day. The Fab Four, Funny Fish, Dami, Chump, Bernice. They were finally heading back to the ocean. It was a big day.
Look. The ocean, it's Laguna Beach.
Out here at the beach, it is sea lion release day. They're currently shuttling over 4 sea lions right now. A crowd is formed to see the big release. So when they get here, they're going to corral the sea lions, bring out those big wooden shields we saw at the facility, and direct them off to the ocean. And those little guys just take off. Got here at the crack of dawn. I haven't eaten. I could go for a nice big old raw frozen fish right now. Just throw it at me. We are just waiting on the A-listers to arrive, aka the sea lions.
It takes a second.
They're going to be
I'm
here
sorry.
at any moment.
I know, we're waiting on them. I think he's tired.
Oh, big moment.
I'm Melina, I'm the hospital manager, so I was in charge of the beach release team today. So we are here today to release 4 California sea lion pups. They have been at our hospital for the past few months. They're about 9 months old now. So Chump, Funny Fish, Dami, and Bernice.
This is the most chill your cat has been. He's really chill all the time. Most of the time he's just asleep. That's when he's really the chillest.
All came in for malnutrition and some pneumonia, but they are happy and healthy today, so we're releasing them here at Aliso Creek. We have a team who's back at the center loading up the animals, but then we're also here getting the beach prepped, so we have some ropes and some cones to encourage people to stay a respectful distance and also to encourage the animals to go in the right direction. So we were here this morning getting all that prepped. But it's great to see kind of these full circle moments, especially for Chump. I actually rescued Chump, so being able to see him from rescue to rehab in our hospital and then out to release today is going to be something super special.
Look at him go.
Hey, they're off to the races. There they go.
Those little dives. Those little dives into the water.
When we release these patients, it's very special. It's kind of the reason why we do it, and some instant gratification for us of bringing an animal in really skinny, getting them feeling better, and putting them back out into their ocean home. It's also a little bittersweet because there's a lot of scary stuff out in the ocean still.
They finally start. They didn't finish up here. We're going to watch the last couple seconds of this and then we'll call it. It's like a minute left. But thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Become a member today as well. We've got more streams coming. I think I'll probably be back again on Wednesday. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow, so got some other stuff I've got to take care of. But I do appreciate everybody for stopping in. See you again on Wednesday. But let's finish this off for now, for those who want to stick around with me.
But it always makes me feel good when we open those kennels and they see the ocean and they know that's their home. When they run out into the ocean and it seems like they're in their happy place and you see them start porpoising away with no fear at all. In fact, it's like super exciting to see them know that that's their home and we helped get them back there.
Thank you for stopping in. Always appreciate some new people.
This was yet another example of amazing, amazing people coming together for a cause that they care about and truly making a difference. It had an impact on me, but more importantly, it had an impact on these wonderful animals. It was a beautiful thing to witness, and I left the entire experience with a renowned appreciation for all things ocean. Looking out at the waves, knowing that there are millions of stories unfolding right underneath its surface. If you think I'm telling a fib, you won't see lion. Here's the truth. The ocean is pretty cool.
Aw. I like that he was able to get that shot of them going out. They were playing with each other, you could tell. So sweet. But yeah, everybody go check out On the Porch with Ian if you haven't subscribed yet. It's a great channel. He's been doing some great stuff on there. I don't know if he's continuing with the podcast, but he's got some good videos going. I really do appreciate everybody for stopping in, though. Again, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Captain Quasar signing off.